नमस्ते बिटिया। हमेशा खुश रहो बिटिया। ऑनलाइन डिजिटल सेशंस की सीरीज में आज हम एक नया लेक्चर लेने जा रहे हैं जिसका कि टाइटल है रिपर्टराइजेशन फॉर होम्योपैथिक प्रिस्क्राइबिंग। So before starting lecture, I would like to say that we are proud to be a part of the best women university in India, that is JVWU Jaipur. I welcomes you all in repertory class on digital version 2.0 JVWU platform as per schedule provided by the university having the best homeopathic college in Jaipur. Hope my lecture will satisfy your quest for knowledge. Please listen carefully and drop your queries in the comment box, which I will answer in the problem solving session. So now we are going to start the lecture. See, one could say that solving a homeopathic case is easy in theory. One has only to choose the correct symptom, underline them correctly, and the computer will find the rest, that is the similar. It's very easy to say, but it's not so simple. Or better, if we can memorize all the remedies and then give the simillimum based on our knowledge of materia medica without even opening a repertory. That's the second way. Here, the repertorization is going on in our mind. Some cases will lend themselves in these methods. Unfortunately, many cases have complexity in them. That in order to find the sublimum, a variety of skills are needed to be mastered. And these skills include the ability to know all variations of the human conditions. So what is normal and what is abnormal in various species, in various ethnic classes, you must understand. Then only you will be able to say that this is something uncommon. To know the objectives, goals, limits of cure in every case. हमें अपना ऑब्जेक्टिव, अपने गोल्स पता होने चाहिए, हमारे लिमिटेशंस पता होनी चाहिए, प्रोग्नोसिस पता होनी चाहिए. The ability to have a keen sense of intuition and powerful skills of observation. हमें एक थर्ड सेंस जो हमारी होती है, इंट्यूटिव पावर, वो भी हमें लाइव रखनी होगी ताकि हम सही डायग्नोसिस कर सकें. The ability to experience this information without prejudice. पिछले पेशेंट के डेटा से हमें प्रीजुडिस नहीं होना है, हर पेशेंट हमारे लिए नया है. The ability to perceive in every case, the ability to perceive in every case what needs to be cured. और किसी केस के अंदर क्योर करने लायक है क्या वास्तव में, क्या हम कॉमन सिम्टम्स पे अपना क्योर बेस कर रहे हैं या अनकॉमन पे. वी हैव टू सी द नॉलेज एंड इनसाइट टू चूज ओनली दो सिम्टम्स दैट आर रेलिवेंट. कुछ सिम्टम्स ऐसे हैं जो क्रॉनिक हैं, हमेशा ही परसिस्ट करते हैं और पार्ट एंड पार्सल हैं, और कुछ ऐसे हैं जो अब परिवर्तन में आए हैं जब से डिजीज हुई है. तो वो डिजीज के सिम्टम्स के क्या हैं, वो नॉलेज, वो इंसाइट हमें होनी चाहिए कि रेलेवेंट सिम्टम्स हम चुन सकें. टू हैव अ रेपर्टरी प्रोग्राम दैट इज कंप्लीट, एक्यूरेट. ऐसा रेपर्टरी प्रोग्राम भी हमारे पास होना चाहिए जो कि संपूर्ण हो और सटीक हो, जिससे कि हम सही दवा का चयन कर पाए. टू हैव द नॉलेज ऑफ मटेरिया मेडिका टू बी यूज्ड एज रेफरेंस. मटेरिया मेडिका नॉलेज भी हमें बेहतरीन होना चाहिए, क्योंकि रिपोर्टराइजेशन के बाद हमें रिपोर्टल एनालिसिस में फिर मटेरिया मेडिका की जरूरत पड़ेगी. टू हैव द एबिलिटी टू मेक अ सिंथेसिस ऑफ द केस into a living image. Even after reportization, we have to collect all the symptoms which are broken for analysis into an image, patient's image. We have to form patient's image again. That is known as synthesis. So that is also a unique art which we should possess. To know case management, such as when to repeat a medicine and when to wait. This is a very important thing. We can spoil the case by unnecessarily repeating the medicine. As one can see, the process of repertorization and case analysis is extricably bound and interdependent with various crucial elements. Here, this course has emphasized the learning of these skills. तो repertorization में क्या skills चाहिए, क्या knowledge चाहिए, इसके बारे में हम discuss कर रहे हैं यहाँ पे. All cases are unique for us. Keep in our mind, and we should keep our mind open and flexible for various ways to look into the information in the case. Our interview in every case is different one. Our prescription will be based on one or a combination of the following criteria, whether on the whole history or on the parent's history or on the current symptom or on the history of mother during pregnancy or history of birth till beginning of the disease, etiology, causation, never well since, symptoms until the beginning of the disease, then present state today, the symptoms until the beginning of the disease. This is anamnesis. How it has developed. What was various things in past history which led to the development of this disease. This is anamnesis. Then present state today, we can base our prescription only on the present state also. Then totality of the symptoms also, recurrent symptoms, permanent symptoms, on the mentals, on the generals, on the keynotes, on the local symptoms, on the mentals only, on the mentals and general, on the mentals and local, on the generals and keynote, on the general and local, on the local and keynote, only on the local. In case of one-sided disease, on the limited number of symptoms, on the keynote symptoms, peculiar symptoms, characteristic symptoms, that is PQRS, on the minimum syndrome of the maximum value, based on the relationship of remedies, on the patient's dynamic as she presents as an essence, that is Mitholkas method, basic delusion, situational materia medica, that is known as, from lesional to the fundamental, that is Ijaiga's method. Then based on morphologies, eclecticism. Eclecticism means the experience from our culture. Then nosodal basis. So many homeopathic practitioners would agree with the following method. Repertorize the strong homeopathic symptoms first. The strongest symptom would be recurrent, intense, peculiar mental symptoms, expressed clearly and spontaneously. The next most invaluable type of symptom would be peculiar general or peculiar local. These are the keynote symptoms. तो हमें पहले सबसे पहले स्ट्रॉन्ग जनरल सिम्टम्स लेने होंगे, उसके बाद कीनोट सिम्टम पिक्यूलियर्स को लेना होगा. इससे मिला के जो हमारी मिनिमम सिंड्रोम ऑफ मैक्सिमम वैल्यू हम अटेन कर लेते हैं और इस रिपोर्टाइजेशन से हमें वर्किंग सिमिलिमम प्राप्त हो सकता है. And for differentiation, we can next add the modalities and look for the rubrics that best describe the essence or essential features of the case. Now we can make the repertorization and first try to find the remedy that covers all the above criteria. So this is how we can take the advantage of repertorization in finding out the simillimum and get the case cured in a minimum possible time with great accuracy. So this is all in this lecture, repertorization in the homeopathic practice part 1. At the end of this lecture, I would like to give you an assignment which consists of a subjective type of question, and the question is what cases require to be repertorized and what not. You have to explain. What cases require to be repertorized and what not? Please explain in detail. So thank you all. This is all in this lecture. See you in the next lecture with repertorization in homeopathic prescribing part 2. Till then, goodbye. Take care of your health.